I bitch about Walking Dead a lot on this channel. I know I do. However, I cannot deny with the main show that I've said it time and time again. As much as the show's lost, they still have a lot of passion and are doing the very best that they can with, like I said, the main show. It has never really dropped to the level of the spin-offs. Some of them as bad as they have gotten. You know, I think Angela Kang has really done a great job with keeping The Walking Dead going, and even making some changes versus, you know, what Scott Gimple did with doing better with some of the dialogue and just character moments. Less of that, poetic, cringy dialogue in there. Anyway, so what did I think about this first episode for the last half? Sadly, episode 17, I thought it was good. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. I didn't enjoy it as much as I did the next one, the episode 18, because that one, I think, or this one rather, has some things that happen that are a little bit convoluted, or I guess kind of, it's excusable. It's nothing terrible, don't get me wrong, but some things happen, it's like, oh, why did that happen? But yeah, just to play out the story in certain ways that don't really make sense, but it kind of keeps the tension, keeps it going, spaced out. You see what I'm saying? So again, nothing awful. 8 out of 10, solid, and yeah, I'm glad it's back. So we're gonna go through and try to show just some little specifics about what I liked. Play through here if we can find the moments, or just talk about it in a little bit more detail. So stick around if you're interested in that. So it looks like we're starting out these episodes with some callbacks to the prior seasons, which I really like, of course, you know, that nostalgia hits.
Making found families.
But we go even further back. We get some stuff with Rick and the older group. Can only show, and Shane, look at that. So we're made to believe that Judith is narrating here, right? Which she very well may be. Maybe she's telling RJ a story, but I'm just predicting here. I have a little theory, knowing how the comic book ends, that maybe with this, it's actually Judith's daughter, right? Maybe Judith's daughter just is played by the same actress, and she's telling like the story of everything. Because some of this stuff, I don't know if it'd make that much sense to just tell the RJ, to just have her telling. So I think that's going to be potentially the big reveal. We get flashbacks throughout all these episodes, which is great. You know, a great way to build up to the end. Absolutely. Great decision, whoever's idea that was. And then we'll, in the very last episode, see that Judith is telling all of this to her kid, maybe. So yeah, that's awesome that they're doing that for every episode. We get a little line with with Negan here, calls back to his earlier season line that he's talking about. He says the Dick Brigade, Dickless Brigade. You know, you killed little Timmy in the Dick Brigade, something like that. Yeah, Dickless Brigade. It's funny. Let's see. I do like this little town that we're in. Trying to read off notes so I don't leave anything out. I do like this little town setting that we're in. It's something different than the woods. I don't think that we got anything in the woods in this, right? Nothing in the thick forest, thank God. So yeah, and this gun slide to Daryl, yeah, that was badass. The way he creeps out and gets the gun, love that. Our group that's always been their upper hand versus all the other groups, is their teamwork together. Probably do need to speed this up. I don't want to be doing this forever either. Let's see. Negan's wife. I have a prediction. Negan's wife will fucking die. I'm thinking.
That gets to anybody.
I'm thinking she will. It'll be good. She was introduced, so it'll give Maggie more of a reason in the spinoff to make more sense, to sympathize with Negan and keep him alive and be there with him. You know, because that's just so crazy. It's still such a crazy concept for them to have a show together. But if he loses his wife and she lost her husband, then Negan, but I think she'll have the baby, and then she'll want to keep Negan around because, you know, he'll be the only one that the kid has, and she can relate with that. So I'm thinking the wife is going to have the kid and then get killed for sure, but we'll see. Intro was changed, which I do like, not only in visual. There was a weird blur on this scene, by the way, I want to say. Intro was changed not only in visual, but also the music. I think that they used the music from, it was like season 2, the scene after Shane dies. I don't know, but it's a remix Walking Dead theme, and I really enjoy it, along with the new visuals, yeah. And that was a nice touch, the remix on the theme. Anyway, I thought I liked the car chase a lot, but I thought it was a little silly. The bullet, there the car, the window is breaking, but there's some shots where the bullets aren't breaking the window. I'm not a bullet window professional, whatever you want to call it. But I think that the window would probably break from some of these bullets, but maybe not. It's a small nitpick there, potentially. Let's see. I thought it was so sad, this scene, or not sad, it was just kind of cute, kind of wholesome, where Connie's, chanting at the rally, and she's just kind of like looking around, seeing everybody chanting, so she kind of gets in there, because she can't hear him, right? So, I don't know, I just thought that was nice. I like Connie. Please let her end up with Daryl. Anyway, need to speed it up. Like I said, we get some scenes with Carol cooking, which is, per usual, Carol cooking for the kids. It's kind of her thing, as well as, I like I said, I might not be able to find everything that I'm talking about, but I do like the dialogue between her and Judith in this scene. Just natural stuff, and that's where Angela King shines. Not so much the poetic stuff since she's been around, but just nice little character moments, like Judith's joking around like, oh yeah, Daryl can't cook unless it's by a campfire, and it just makes the characters feel more real, relatable, and it's just better. It's just better. It just is. Anyway, so Negan meets Mercer, which is awesome because that doesn't happen in the comic book. I cannot wait for him to meet the princess. Please don't tell me that he's not going to meet the princess, because that's what we all wanted from the books. Because those characters were had a lot that would clash well in the books. Maybe not so much in the show, but still would be interesting to see. But yeah, him meeting Mercer was cool, and Sebastian as well later on. I'm just confused why, like I said, at the start they say, oh, you can do all this stuff, Negan, because they don't know you. But Negan kind of immediately reveals who he is. Like, he reveals that he's with Daryl's group, with the group. So, maybe it's just something I missed there, but I was like, wait, what the fuck? You're not going in all incognito. So, but again, maybe just something that I missed. Speaking of Negan, he also gets a scene with Jerry in here very briefly, which is something that we haven't seen yet, which was a nice combo for Negan and Jerry to have a scene together, because, again, I don't think we've had that. Right here. Okay, wow, I actually found a moment. And what else? Commonwealth feels a little bit bigger, I think. It does not feel as big as it should. Angela King says something like they wanted to do football, a football scene in this, but, because they play football in the comics, but they couldn't because of their COVID restrictions. So I'm sure they're plagued by that as well, and it's not just like they don't want to have more people, they just can't because of COVID, right? So, but I do think it feels a little bit more fleshed out in this. We get some panning shots. Negan meeting, but some scenes definitely need to feel aren't perfect either. I thought it was a little silly, Jerry's whole thing, like running with the kids and hiding. The biggest dude out there is trying to hide from these guys. I don't know, in some parts it just felt a little bit dumb, but again, minor complaint. I like whenever Negan meets Sebastian. I may not be able to find the exact clip, but they play the Negan theme over it, and we get the scene that I like from the trailers. Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? And he's talking about talking with Carol, like, I've seen this woman pull bunnies out of her ass, and Carol kind of gives a look like, what the fuck? That was funny. Again, just tough to find this stuff with how my thing buffers, and I don't remember exactly where it is. But yeah, that was great. The tear gas scene. This one really bothered me, to be honest. Whenever they drop out the tear gas and the Commonwealth soldiers act like they can't take on this little group of people, I would really like to be able to find that, but and I wanted to mention here, right, with Negan and Daryl and Maggie, there was a good shot wherever the Commonwealth soldiers were like going over top of him, and they were like kind of hiding down.
People started calling for his head, so
like
he made
shot. Oh yeah, nice little Carol and Negan scene bonding here, which was nice. because they kind of had a connection in the past, and she's released Negan before, so it made sense that also Negan was like, hey, if Sebastian, if she's trying to release you, then you need to shut up and listen, because she's gotten me out of jail before as well. Oh, and they mentioned Daryl and Maggie mentioned Glenn as well, which I really enjoyed. I'm sorry, I'm having such a hard time scrolling. Oh, let's go through this.
Exactly.
But yeah, nice mention of Glenn,
schematics.
and kind of goes to show with Daryl like why he's like kind of confused. Like, you know, are you kidding me, Maggie? You never have to apologize to me. You know, I got your husband killed. So yeah, we're good. Yeah, some nice pan shots. Like, yeah, I think that's supposed to be the Commonwealth up there. You can't really. Still, I hope we get a better one than this, but you know, it's something anyway. Different from we got last season. There was one scene here that I thought, yeah, here's where they're talking about Glenn. There was one scene that I thought was just pretty bad though, and it's where the vehicle flips. Here's what they're talking about. Negan's telling.
Oh my God.
That's funny.
Hey, Junior.
Hey,
when
Junior. When you're pissing in jars? Yeah, Negan just tells him like it is. But there was one scene that I was probably... Two scenes I really didn't enjoy. Or, you know, just kind of had problems with. Here it is. The tear gas scene. Yeah, like this small group of people here.
My daughter can never return home. And we're not moving until Sebastian
guess there are people
is brought
lingering around.
to us.
But these guards, I just think that they could have easily subdued them without bringing out the tear gas. I mean, look at, yeah, here it is. Here's a shot. Look at all these guards, and then just these few people right here. They should have redid this shot, because this is like, really? Yeah, it's kind of nuts. But, okay. Minor nitpick. And then, I love Mercer's character. I really do. The actor plays him so well. Yeah, he's just such a dominating, I don't know, he has such a dominating appearance, but also that softer side where he's like fair, you know, and I just really enjoy his story. But this scene was stupid. Okay, so I like how they set it up, right? They set it up so you can have a cool scene with Rosita getting driven around by him to shoot this gun, right? It's cool. And the guy getting ripped in half, yeah, cool. But the concept, the setup to get here, the car flipped. Okay, how the fuck did the car flip? I can get like a big car like this, whatever, or a Jeep could probably flip. If you were going over some hills and terrains, maybe. This is all flat ground, so that was just kind of like, what the fuck? The car flipped. But again, it can't be excused because we're doing this stupid thing to make these cool things happen. With the guy getting ripped in half, right? So, and then as well, another thing that we did that I didn't really understand was... Oh wait, what? Did they put these episodes together? I'm confused here. I'm in the right episode, right? Yeah, I am. I don't know. I got confused by that shot. But anyway, I don't know why they had to go into the sewer to then surround these people and trap them. It seems like they could have very easily just done that in the city. But so again, maybe I was lost on something there. But I did like, you know, they started the season in the sewers. So yeah, it's kind of nice to go back and start back in the sewer again, right? I guess so. But I was just confused. Why? Just to, I don't know. But anyway, maybe I missed something. So anyway, that's what I thought. 8 out of 10, solid. And yeah, let me know what you thought about it. And after this, I'm going to do episode 2's review. So tune in for that as well. Just making sure I didn't miss anything, because I had a lot of notes here. But again, trying to get it done quick, because nobody wants to sit and watch a 20-minute video. I understand. So yeah, that's what I got. Alright, let me know what you thought, and I will see you in the next one.